3, 2, 1, go. Tuesday night, college basketball. We're heading back to the Big Ten Conference. This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Michigan State Spartans taking on the Michigan Wolverines at the Breslin Center in East Lansing. Very interesting odds movement in the early going here as we shoot this early Tuesday morning from Las Vegas. Pick 'em in the market when it went out. 1.5 in favor of the Michigan Wolverines, the road favorite at this point in time, while the total has moved down from 133 to 132, and that's the direction that I'm going to look in this video with the betting total. When we look at the Michigan Wolverines, they've alternated wins and losses in their last 4 games. Of course, they're coming off a forgettable 65-62 setback in overtime to the Wisconsin Badgers as 2-point road favorites. That one climbing just over the total of 123 with the extra 5 minutes of play. Of course, this team's played back-to-back overtime games for the first time since the 1999-2000 campaign, but they are 4-0 straight up and against the spread, off a loss of 3 points or less against conference rivals, so they've been known to bounce back. They are 18-6 ATS off a straight-up loss in their last 24 opportunities, and they haven't lost back-to-back regular season games in the last 2 years. So there's a lot to like if you're looking to go in that direction. But now with back-to-back overtime games, I think this team may have the chance of pulling off this victory, but I think their defensive intensity is going to drop off a bit here. That's why I like this game going over the total, and there's for more reasons than that, and the fact that they averaged 77 points per game this season, the highest per game mark in the John Beilein era, and a lot of that has to do with their dynamic backcourt of Trey Burke and Tim Hardaway Jr. Those two combined for 34.2 points per game. When you look at the Michigan State Spartans, they are one of the better defensive-minded teams in the country, especially on its home floor. But I think they're going to have trouble containing what's one of the better offenses in the nation. They are riding a 3-game win streak, a 78-65 victory over the Purdue Boilermakers last time out as 4-point road favorites, climbing over the total of 127.5. And this team's been known for its balanced scoring during conference play. 5 players averaging 9.5 points or more during conference action. 14-0 at home at the Breslin Center, outscoring opponents by 17.2 points per game. And they've been known for holding their opponents on the defensive end. Opponents are shooting 34.9% on this floor against Michigan State. The last 3 games, it's been all about the final 20 minutes for this squad. They've averaged 47.7 points on 65.6% shooting in the second half. So if you're liking the Michigan Wolverines, you might want to think about playing them in the first half rather than the second half or the game. Michigan's been very, very balanced in both halves this year, while Michigan State's really rallied in the final 20 minutes. The over is 11-5 in the last 16 conference games for the Wolverines. I'm looking to go in that direction as well due to the fact that this is the highest total since the first meeting between these two teams in 2010. I think that really tells me something here, that the odds makers know that they're probably going to get under action, but they see these two teams as offensive minded in this particular situation, in this particular matchup. So that's why I'm going to go over 132 in Tuesday night's Michigan Wolverines versus Michigan State Spartans matchup at the Breslin Center. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. For any further information on this game or any other on the Tuesday college basketball board, you can follow me on Twitter at Jeff Grant Sports. Cut.